Deep within the heart of Mexico, veiled by mist and ancient trees, lies an island whispered to be cursed. This island, known to locals as La Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls, is a place where the boundary between the living and the dead seems to blur. This is not a place of laughter and light. Instead, it is a realm of shadows and whispers, where the air is thick with an unsettling presence. The Island of the Dolls is a spectacle of mourning, a macabre testament to a tragedy that refuses to fade. Each doll, hanging lifelessly from the trees, tells a story of sorrow and loss. Here, hundreds of decaying dolls hang from every branch, their vacant eyes watching, their porcelain faces cracked and weathered. These dolls, once playthings of children, now serve as eerie sentinels, guardians of the island's dark secrets. A silence hangs heavy in the air, broken only by the rustling of leaves and the eerie creaking of swings pushed by unseen hands. The atmosphere is thick, with an unspoken dread, as if the island itself is alive and watching. The air itself feels thick with sorrow, heavy with the weight of something unseen. It's as if the very essence of the island is steeped in grief, a palpable sadness that clings to every tree and stone. Locals speak of the island in hushed tones, their voices laced with fear and fascination. They share stories of strange occurrences and ghostly apparitions, tales passed down through generations. Some whisper of a restless spirit, a young girl who drowned in the murky waters, her soul forever bound to this place. They say her spirit lingers, searching for something lost, her presence felt in the chill of the air and the rustle of the leaves. They say she walks among the dolls, her presence felt in the chilling breeze and the echoing laughter of children long gone. The dolls, they believe, are her companions, each one a vessel for a fragment of her restless spirit. The Island of the Dolls is not a place for the faint of heart. It is a place where the brave and the curious come to test their mettle, to confront the unknown and the unseen. It is a place where the veil between our world and the next wears thin, where the whispers of the dead mingle with the rustling leaves, and where the line between reality and nightmare blurs. Here, the past and the present coexist in a delicate balance, each moment steeped in mystery and fear. Are you brave enough to step onto its shores and uncover its secrets? To walk among the dolls and feel the weight of their silent gazes? The Island of the Dolls awaits, shrouded in whispers, its secrets hidden in the mist. The story of the Island of the Dolls begins in the heart of Xochimilco, a network of canals and artificial islands known for their vibrant culture and floating gardens. This area, rich in history and tradition, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for its unique chinampas, or floating gardens, which have been cultivated since Aztec times. The canals are often filled with colorful trajineras, boats that carry locals and tourists alike, creating a lively and festive atmosphere. But nestled amongst the vibrant life lies a place shrouded in darkness. This stark contrast between the lively canals and the eerie island adds to the mystique and allure of the story. It was here in the 1950s that a man named Don Julian Santana sought refuge from the world. He was a man troubled by his own demons, seeking solace in the isolation of the island. The reasons for his self-imposed exile remain unclear, but it is said that he was deeply affected by the harsh realities of life and sought peace in the solitude of nature. He became a recluse, turning his back on society and embracing the solitude of the island. The island, with its dense vegetation and tranquil waters, provided the perfect sanctuary for a man seeking to escape the chaos of the world. One day, Don Julian's solitary existence was shattered. While tending to his garden, he heard the desperate cries of a young girl. Rushing to the water's edge, he found her lifeless body floating in the murky waters. He discovered the lifeless body of a young girl, drowned in the murky waters surrounding the island. The sight of her pale, lifeless face haunted him, and he was consumed by guilt for not being able to save her. The tragedy shook him to his core. He was tormented by the thought that her spirit was trapped, unable to find peace. The image of the drowned girl became a constant presence in his mind, a reminder of the fragility of life and the inevitability of death. He believed her spirit was trapped, unable to find peace. In his grief and desperation, he sought a way to appease her restless soul. Haunted by the girl's death and seeking to appease her restless soul, Don Julian began to hang dolls throughout the island. He found the first doll floating in the canal, and he hung it on a tree as a sign of respect and to honor the girl's memory. He saw them as vessels of comfort, a way to soothe her pain and offer her companionship in the afterlife. Each doll represented a piece of his sorrow, a tangible manifestation of his grief and his hope that the girl's spirit would find solace. What began as a gesture of mourning soon transformed into an obsession. Don Julian's collection of dolls grew, each one a silent witness to his anguish and his unwavering dedication to the girl's spirit. Year after year, Don Julian collected more dolls, bringing them to the island and hanging them from every available surface. The dolls, weathered by time and the elements, took on a haunting appearance, their empty eyes staring out from the trees. The island, once a place of tranquility, became a macabre spectacle, a testament to one man's grief and the unsettling power of belief. Today, the Island of the Dolls stands as a chilling reminder of Don Julian's devotion and the lengths to which he went to find peace for a lost soul. Visitors from around the world come to witness this eerie tribute, leaving their own dolls as offerings, adding to the island's haunting legacy. As the years passed, the Island of the Dolls gained a reputation that spread far beyond the canals of Xochimilco. What started as a local curiosity soon became a subject of fascination and fear for people around the world. Tourists and thrill-seekers began to flock to the island, drawn by the tales of its haunted history and the eerie presence that seemed to linger in the air. Stories of the island's eerie atmosphere and Don Julian's increasingly erratic behavior began to circulate. People spoke of how he would wander the island, muttering to himself and tending to the dolls as if they were living beings. His obsession with the dolls grew, and so did the island's reputation as a place of supernatural occurrences. Locals whispered of strange occurrences, of dolls moving their heads, their eyes seemingly following those who dared to observe them. Some claimed to have seen the dolls blink or shift positions when no one was looking, adding to the island's mystique and fearsome allure. Some claimed to hear disembodied whispers echoing through the trees, the faint cries of children lost and forgotten. These whispers would often come at night, carried on the wind, sending shivers down the spines of those who heard them. The island seemed to come alive with the voices of the past, creating an atmosphere thick with dread and sorrow. The island, once a sanctuary for Don Julian, became a prison of his own making. His once peaceful retreat turned into a place of torment where he was constantly reminded of the tragedy that had led him to collect the dolls in the first place. The weight of his actions and the island's dark energy seemed to bear down on him, trapping him in a cycle of fear and obsession. The dolls, meant to offer comfort, seemed to transform into something more sinister. Their once innocent faces took on a menacing quality, their presence a constant reminder of the island's haunted past. The dolls, hanging from trees and scattered across the island, became symbols of the island's eerie transformation. Their vacant eyes seemed to watch his every move, their painted smiles taking on a menacing quality in the fading light. As the sun set, the island would be bathed in an eerie glow, and the dolls' expressions would seem to shift, becoming more sinister and unsettling. The island's atmosphere grew heavier with each passing day, enveloping Don Julian in its grip. Don Julian himself claimed to be haunted by the spirit of the drowned girl. He spoke of feeling her presence constantly, as if she were watching him from the shadows. His nights were filled with restless sleep and disturbing dreams, where the girl's face would appear, her eyes filled with sorrow and accusation. He spoke of seeing her in the shadows, her laughter echoing through the trees at night. This laughter, though faint, would pierce the silence of the night, filling him with a sense of dread and helplessness. The island's once serene nights became a time of terror for Don Julian, as he felt the girl's spirit drawing closer with each passing moment. He believed the dolls were animated by her presence, their movements a manifestation of her restless spirit. The dolls, once mere objects, seemed to take on a life of their own, moving ever so slightly as if guided by an unseen hand. This belief only deepened Don Julian's fear and obsession, as he felt the island's dark energy closing in around him, leaving him trapped in a never-ending nightmare. As the mist thickens, a profound silence envelops everything. You can almost hear the heartbeat of the forest, slow and deliberate. The path forward seems to dissolve, leaving only shadows and uncertainty. Time feels distorted here, as if past and present are colliding. Every step taken feels like a step into the unknown, where the veil between worlds is at its thinnest. It's a place where reality wavers, and the boundary between the living and the spectral fades away. The air is thick with a sense of being watched, yet no eyes can be seen. Here in this twilight zone, you're neither here nor there, but somewhere in between. As the night deepens, a chilling breeze carries whispers through the trees, echoing tales of the past. The air grows thick with an unsettling presence, urging those who listen to heed its warnings. The whispers, though faint, speak of a time long forgotten, a time when shadows danced and secrets were buried deep within the earth. With heavy hearts and trembling steps, they embark on a journey fraught with dread. Each path they tread seems to pull them deeper into the unknown, where fear lurks in every corner. The pilgrimage is not just a physical journey but a test of their courage, pushing them to confront the darkness within and around them. The burden of sorrow weighs heavily on their souls, a constant reminder of the losses endured. Every step feels like an eternity, as memories of loved ones lost to the shadows resurface. It's a sorrow that binds them, yet also drives them forward, seeking solace in the hope of redemption. An invitation arrives, mysterious and foreboding, promising answers to the questions that haunt them. It beckons them to unravel the enigma that has ensnared their lives. But with each revelation, the line between truth and illusion blurs, challenging their perception of reality. The invitation is a call to uncover the secrets that lie hidden in the shadows, and to confront the darkness that has taken hold.